This is gonna be a short one. It's about spoons. You ever hear that analogy? Well, it came up for me today as I was sitting here taking a deep breath and a moment of stillness for the first time in too many hours today, if at all today. Yes, it was a very productive day. And I think I'm out of spoons. So, anyway, if you're new to this channel, I talk about all things mental health, which pretty much for me as a bipolar person, and a mother and just a human being, I think basically translates into every part of life. The spoons metaphor is something that I was introduced to by actually like the lupus awareness community and somebody close to me in my life with autoimmune disorders, and it's kind of like that actually kind of harkens to my long video yesterday about how to support someone snap out of it, not really snap out of it, with depression. But it's like, you know, say you start the day or your week even with X number of spoons. And then you go and you do like a big social event, say, for example, and it takes a bunch of spoons. Like it's kind of like energy, and like, or you, in my instance, I did a lot of work around the house today. I did a lot of coordinating, a lot of phone calls, some family visits. I um like more cleaning. That takes a lot of spoons for me. And I had not posted today's video. I just come upstairs to put away some towels that I folded, and was like, I need to bathe. I'm the only one in the house that hasn't bathed yet tonight. The hubby and the kid are chilling on the couch, and they each, especially the hubby, worked his butt off today. And so they're chilling, and I had said, "Hey, do you want some tea?" And I was gonna make some and make the kid a baba. And I boiled the water, and I came up here, and I said, "Oh, I left my journal on my bed from earlier. Oh, geez, I didn't even make the bed this well. I undid it in the middle of the day when I took 10 minutes to get back into bed." Um, and just to sort of recharge. And I'm like, oh well, I better move that before my hubby gets into bed. And then I just like kind of stretched my back and took some deep breaths on the bed, and I thought back to something that my very, very intuitive 2-year-old did today at dinner. I mean, you could just say this is a 2-year-old. Absolutely. But a couple weeks ago, I decided to put all of the boons, the spoons and forks, the, more non-breakable ones for our kid, to put them out on a low shelf so they could get them when wanted, and start to build that self-sufficiency so I can keep some of my spoons. So, sometimes he'll go get one, and he was eating, and then got up and went to the spot and grabbed like all the boons and borks. taught him the word sporks today also, by the way, but put them all on the table, and I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever. I definitely don't have the energy or, you know, whatever, impatience to be concerned about that right now. And so, as I was like taking my first full deep breath in bed and thinking, I don't want to make a baba or a tea for anyone. Like, I just want to get into bed or maybe take a shower and then get into bed. Like, all those spoons. Like, maybe that's how you start your day. That's fresh stock for tomorrow. I'll have some spoons. But right now, I maybe have like a little spork, maybe like one tiny silicone spoon. I don't know, there might be like, but definitely not a lot. So that is, I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. I would definitely recommend looking up that metaphor. I don't know if I'm using a metaphor, analogy. I think metaphor. In regards to lupus, but I think that it also could apply to somebody with a mood disorder and maybe just like people in general. So, you know, originally I was gonna post maybe about like, hey, you gotta claim your breaks. So that's kind of like my side note. Nobody's gonna give them to you. Like, it's not, in my instance today, the way that my day went, I have a lot of control over my schedule at the moment. And ultimately, I think no matter what our circumstances are, we have more control than we think we do. Just read Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning, and that's the ultimate example of that. Not to use real, blah, 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 blah. I'm getting off on a tangent here. But I claim this break right now. I went upstairs to put the towels away, and 15 minutes later, I'm here taking my break. Does that mean I'm, negligent or a crappy mom or wife? On the contrary, taking these few minutes for myself to regroup makes me a better partner, parent, friend, citizen, because I'm putting on my oxygen mask first, right? If you go on an airplane and they do the safety demo, say if something happens and the oxygen masks come down, put yours on first. And that's a good reminder because, hey, if you're a parent or just a very giving, caring person, as I like to believe most of us are in our hearts, you might just be like, oh my God, I gotta save this person next to me. I gotta take care of them. I gotta put their mask on. I gotta make them a tea. So like, whatever. But if you don't put yours on first, you're gonna pass out before you can help them and not be helpful to anybody. So I just put on my oxygen mask and I feel a little bit recharged. So hopefully this helped you in some way. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with anybody that you think needs to receive this message. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.